You wake up on a Monday morning, not unhappy, not fired, just quietly frustrated. Your salary lands in your account like clockwork, the same number every month, but something feels off. You worked hard last year, stayed late, took on extra projects, yet the raise was tiny. Your boss smiled during the appraisal and said, "Budget is tight." You nodded, said thank you, and went back to your desk. Deep down, you already know the truth. This is level 0. You still believe your salary is controlled by your boss, your company, or HR. At this level, you think a good performance review or extra effort will automatically bring more money. You wait for permission. You wait for approval. You wait for someone else to decide your worth. And every year, you feel the same quiet disappointment when the real number appears. Your time, your energy, your life is being valued by people who are not you. This is where most employees stay trapped for decades. Now imagine a small shift in understanding. You wake up and realize your salary is not decided in the boss's cabin. That is level 1 basic awareness. 10 to 20% can control. You start seeing that your immediate boss is only a messenger. Real decisions come from budgets, targets, and higher management. You begin documenting your wins, tracking your impact, and learning what the company actually values. You stop waiting for praise and start building proof. The frustration drops slightly because you are no longer completely blind. You are still not in control, but you are no longer fully controlled. You begin asking smarter questions in meetings. You start noticing how some people get bigger raises while doing less. Awareness itself becomes your first real raise. As you move to level 2, 30 to 50%, understanding the picture becomes much clearer. You wake up and accept that your company does not control your salary. The market does. Your skills, your results, and what other companies are willing to pay for them set the real price. You start researching salary data for your role in Lahore, Karachi, and even remote international opportunities. You update your profile, build new skills, and create proof of your value. When your current company gives you a small raise, you no longer feel grateful or angry. You feel informed. You negotiate better. You have options. Your confidence rises. You realize loyalty alone never increased anyone's salary. Value in the market does. At this level, you stop begging and start positioning yourself. Money conversations become easier because you now speak their language. Level 3 hits deeper, 60 to 80% control. You wake up and understand that even the market is not the final boss. You are. Your ability to create results, solve expensive problems, and bring in revenue or save costs is what truly controls your salary. You stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a business owner inside the company. You take ownership of projects that move numbers. You learn high-income skills, sales, digital marketing, data analysis, copywriting, or technical expertise that companies desperately need. You build a personal brand or network outside your job. Your salary becomes a reflection of the problems you can solve, not the hours you sit at a desk. Raises become easier because you are no longer replaceable. You are now in the driver's seat of your own value. People start coming to you for solutions. Your income grows faster than your colleagues who are still waiting for their next appraisal. Then comes level 4, full discovery, 90% plus control. This is when everything changes. You wake up and realize no one truly controls your salary except the value you bring and the choices you make. You have multiple income streams. You have built skills that can earn you money from different companies, clients, or even your own business. Your current salary is now just one option among many. You can walk away if you want. You can negotiate from strength. You can create your own opportunities. At this level, your salary is no longer a fixed number decided by others. It becomes a result of the leverage you have built. Bosses treat you differently. Companies offer you more because they know you have options. You sleep better. You make career moves with confidence. You discover that the real controller was never the company, never the boss, never the economy. It was always your own ability to create and capture value. Here is what almost nobody explains clearly. Your salary is not a gift from your employer. It is a business transaction. At level 0, you think it is personal. At level 4, you understand it is purely economic. The companies that pay the most are simply buying the most valuable solutions. Inflation, bosses, HR policies, and office politics are all secondary. The primary force is the value you deliver and your ability to prove it. Every year you stay at level 0, someone else decides how much your life is worth. Every year you climb a level, you take more of that power back. The gap between level 0 and level 4 is not about working harder. It is about working smarter and owning your value. Most people remain at level 0 their entire career because they never discover who really controls their salary. They blame the boss, the company, the economy, or fate. They wait for better times. The ones who reached level 2, 3, and 4 did not wait for permission. They started learning market rates. They built real skills. They created proof. They negotiated. They built side income. They turned their salary from a dependency into a choice. They did not change everything in one day. They took control, one realization and one action at a time. So tonight, calculate 2 honest numbers. First, how much real control do you have over your current salary? Second, what level do you want to reach in the next 12 to 24 months? The gap between those two is now your mission. 4 practical steps. 1. Research what the market actually pays for your skills right now. 2. Document every result and impact you create at work. 3. Learn one high-income skill this year that increases your value. 4. Build at least one additional income stream so no single company controls your money. Monday will come again. The alarm will ring. Your boss will still be the same, but something inside you will already be different. Not because your salary suddenly increased, but because you finally discovered who really controls it. And once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. The game stops being about waiting for a raise. The game becomes building your own value so powerfully that raises chase you. Welcome to the real salary game. Now go build level 1. Take control, increase your value, raise your price. Your future salary is waiting for the new version of you.